Hello everybody, my name is Argo Verk, I'm head of sales at Ridango. We live in time of significant changes. The world's population is growing rapidly, and so is the number of cars driving on our roads. Congestions and traffic jams are everyday reality in all bigger cities. The mobility challenges are also amplified by urbanization. It is predicted that around 70% of all population on the globe will live in urban areas by 2050. In order to adapt to such changes, the public transport needs to transform as well. And we as a company can contribute to that change by making the public transport usage simple and convenient for each person. How do we pay for our rides? Can we make the process more seamless in order to attract more people to use public transport? These are the questions we are working on each day. Ridango is an international IT solution provider for public transport with a focus on ticketing, payment, and real-time passenger information systems. Our technology platform is suitable for any transit authority or operator, regardless of the size of the city or region. For example, there are millions of people in Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, who use our ticketing system each day for commuting. We make their life simpler by offering them modern and convenient ways for ticket purchase, validation, or top-up. Ridango is also well known for its contactless payment solutions. We were the first company to roll out a contactless bank card acceptance in public transport in Northern Europe when we launched the solution in Malmö region of South Sweden in 2019. And one of our latest innovations is a demand-responsive transport ticketing solution, which offers technology-based relief for many challenges transit authorities are facing when providing paratransit or public transport services in low-density areas. Such on-demand solution allows for increased accessibility for people with mobility needs, which are currently unmet by regular public transport. I will be talking about contactless payments and demand-responsive service also in the breakout room after the panel sessions. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being with us here, and thanks for this introduction about what Ridango does. We already have a question from the audience, namely, which direction do you see public transportation and cities overall changing with mobility services? So how will all of these solutions shape our lives in cities?
I need to say it is a good question once again, like many times today already before. I think these challenges, this mobility challenges, urbanization, I was talking about, cities need to address these. But on the other hand, the public transport needs to become more personal. I need to use it where I want and when I want. So probably there will be a lot of integrations with different service providers outside of kind of commonly or traditional public transport, like micro-mobility or ride-hailing, etc. So there will be integrations. But also, on the other hand, I would say that maybe the people mindset needs to change a bit. For example, when we talk about the last mile or first mile, maybe we just need to learn how to walk a bit more and not use public transport for last mile at all in the cities.
Walking sounds scary, no, but I think I fully agree that this connection between the cities and also the more rural regions around the cities, that will be a question of life and death for some communities. And the more you adapt and the more you cater to the demands, more individualized transport, as you mentioned, the more likely you are to be successfully tied into that network, which I think is very encouraging. Maybe one last question. You mentioned you're working in different countries and with different transport authorities. What do most of them have in common in terms of the challenges, and do they differ in any way?
Well, the common thing always for all the public transport authorities is that they want to make public transport more attractive. They want to attract more people to use public transport. But the challenges are very different. It comes from the cultural backgrounds, the people habits, legislation, etc. So there are many differences as well.